Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Garzhy, and I would just like to start out this video by saying sorry for the very long wait time between videos here, something like 2 weeks going on. Sorry about that. Classes started up for me, and I've just been really busy as of late. But we're here now, and that's what counts. So today we're going to be looking at another one of my deck experiments. This is a mana ramp deck, and let's just open this up real fast. So this deck is completely focused on just ramping up mana super quickly and getting some pretty big threats out, as well as just getting a lot of chip damage in with Visions of the Grove. So just quick run you through this deck and kind of what it's all about. So it's a fairly control-based deck. It's not very aggressive at all. You're usually going to be winning games by getting a ton of chip damage with Visions of the Grove, maybe getting an Ulf to their base, rarely, or just basically overwhelming them with a ton of your opponent with a ton of value from Iron and Rock Workers as well. So as you may notice with the 3-up here, this deck has been through a few iterations already. I've basically just added a bunch of freeze to the deck just to give it a little bit more of an edge and control so that you can actually stay alive longer, which usually helps. Along with Ulf, just lets you get that extra little bit of health in. I've had games before where that extra health from Ulf saved me way more than it should have. So yeah, this deck's game plan, as I said, is pretty simple. The goal is basically stick a frozen core on the board, stick a Dawn Sparks, and just wait for that mana to come in. You can just get a ton, especially with the Archdruid Iron into Gift of the Wise. Combo lets you get a pretty big body out and at level 1, 2 more mana. You know, a really good, really good trade-off there, especially because it naturally combos into Visions of the Grove. So that's the basic game plan with this deck, is just to get as much mana as you can at any given time. Play Visions of the Grove, get a ton of cards going all at once, and get a ton of value. So without further ado, let's hop into a game. Well, that's a good sign. Hopefully this won't be too bad then. He's playing Ironclad though, and that's a problem. Ironclad's always a problem for me. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. Ooh, that's problematic too. Let's see what I can do with it. Oh, that is so sad. Oh no. That's such a pathetic turn. Oh. Okay. Oh, that is very scary. Okay. I like that. If the building goes to the side though, that's really gonna, or sorry, to the left side, that's really gonna suck. Okay, that's better than it going to the left. If it went to the left, then he'd just have a space right here where I wouldn't necessarily be able to counter stuff at. He could just like stick stuff right down there, just destroy me from that. That's not fun. Not a good place to be. This is better, but still not ideal, I'd say. Okay. Kind of scary, honestly. I really want to put out a frozen core right now, honestly. But I'm gonna. I figure I'll be drawing Gift of the Wise soon. Like next turn, hopefully. And I'm probably about to do the one thing I said I didn't really want to do. Actually. I do want to put this out. Just trying to think where would be best. I'm gonna do it right here. Let's do it. Oh, not what I was expecting to draw, but you know what? That actually might work. Actually, yeah, if this lives, which I doubt, if it does, I might actually use Moment's Peace on that, and then kill something with the Sailors. Actually, might do that. Or I could always Ulf, because if it lives, obviously I'll have the mana to do it. That is so sad. We'll probably have a Gifted Recruits, if I had to guess. That's if I have to guess. Oh. That crossed my mind as well. That's sad. Okay. I don't think there's any bad eventuality for Iran here. Well, actually, let me replace this first, because if I draw Gift of the Wise right now, this could be really good. Okay. No matter what this hits, it's not going to be bad for me. Okay, see, that's good. And that was not very ideal placement with the Iran, but you know what? Whatever. I'm only taking 1 damage. Net, I'm gaining 2. And one of these is getting +3 strikes, so. Okay. See, like, that's not that bad then. That's a decent eventuality. I'm kind of feeling the replacement of Midwinter's Chaos, or Midwinter Chaos. So that kind of sucks. Okay. I'm not really feeling the Chaos. What I am feeling, though, is a Rhymelings and Sparks. So, I will put this up here. And I'll put this here. No, here. My thought is if he attacks into this, then he'll be attacking into the Dawnsparks, and he probably won't be able to kill that then. Unless, what would really suck if he has another Windmakers, which he probably will. I'll put that into here, then into here. Get into solid, like, I think his is at level 3, so 5 damage. Painful. You get the devil. Oh, look at that. Almost like I predicted that. Sounded really cocky, holy crap. Alright, not feeling that. Oh, sorry, not feeling this. That's fun, but no. So I'm thinking I'll go Gift of the Wise. Actually, I take it back. I don't need it, because I'm thinking I'll do this. So I will play this here. Now the real question is now, which do I buff? Do I buff the Dawnsparks? I don't really want to buff Iran right now. So do I buff Dawnsparks or do I buff the core? I really want the core to live. So I think I'll just buff that. Even though it would be nice to have this more offensive body. Whatever. I might Ulf next turn. Because I could Gift of the Wise, Ulf, Sailors. But then again, if I use Gift of the Wise, I won't have it to combo with Iran. So I might not actually. I don't want to replace it. Well, that sucks. That could have been worse. That could probably maybe have been worse. That really. Oh, hello. I'm going to be getting 7 mana. I'll be at 17. Wow. Thank you, Jordan, for math. Okay. That really sucks. I'll basically have to play Ulf then. And I can actually play all of this. That's 8 plus 9, 17, yeah? Both of these are going to live. No matter where he puts the green prototypes here, if he has it, they'll live. So. This is scary though. Luckily I'll be at 7, but still kind of scary. Well, yes, that needs to go there. And then I guess it doesn't that. Well, okay, so I'll play this first. And this, I'm just trying to think which would be a better place for this. I'm thinking right here, because if the building goes here, that's good for me. If it goes here, that's aggressive, but, well, kind of. It blocks all this from happening. But if it goes here, that means he'll have to put something into here, and I'll most likely be able to attack. Something in here is probably the best bet. Yes. I think that's probably the best placement. I'll keep that for here. And I think that was probably the best placement, because it makes it so he has to attack into this in order to, well, A, kill that. Oh, yeah, hello, duh. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Definitely not what I was expecting. Okay, let me think of how much visions damage this is. Oh, well, I'm gonna replace chaos first. Don't need that. So, how much damage is this? If I ear in, I'll be gaining 2, so I'll be at 16. 8, so that's only 2 damage. Yeah, that actually kind of sucks. But you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. So, I will ear in first. Here. Sure. Aggressive. Why not? And I'll just attack that with my visions. Sure, why not? And then I'll just play my ramblings. The damage kind of sucks, but hey, whatever. And there we go. Oh, and look at that. I already have another Ulf, just in case I need it. I won't. Hey, look at that. Oh, I might need it. Okay. Not what I was expecting, admittedly. I thought he'd put it there. But one thing's for sure. All this needs to die, no matter what. Because I have a feeling he has a blue sailors in hand. That would really suck. If he could like just randomly get lethal with that. That would really stink. Good. Now the question becomes, do I really want to just Ulf, or would I rather put a fat darn Sparks out, like right there, or maybe even right here? That'd be pretty good too. I think I'd rather do this. He has no other way to get chip damage, and this is a pretty good blockade. Okay, that's kind of scary though, because it lets him get up in here. I'll take it back. Not really that scary. Yes! I knew he had that. I had a right to be scared. Okay, that's a good game. That's a good game. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun to play with. It's very flexible, for sure. It honestly really varies how you're going to be winning the majority of games, because sometimes it is going to be that chip damage with Visions of the Grove that can do it. At one point I had like 5 or 6 damage go with 1 Visions. Then again, that was a very long game. But you know, like the Visions have potential to just win it all, but sometimes it's just outvaluing your opponent with a bunch of big stuff, or sometimes it's even an Ulf the Hammer to the face. So it really just kind of depends on the game, but this deck overall is very flexible and is able to do many things. So for that reason, I'd say that this is a pretty good Deck-speriment and that the results are pretty good out of it. So that just about wraps it up for this video. But I do have one thing for you all before we bring this to a close though. So for some of my next videos, I am looking to potentially highlight some custom mechanics, races, new types of cards that the Stormbound community has created. I currently have 2 new mechanics and some information about those that I would like to be able to make videos about. But if any of you guys who are watching this have any cool ideas for a new keyword mechanic, a new race, a new potential card type, or even just a really cool like set of cards that you've created, please share that with me. If you would like me to highlight that in a video potentially, I'm looking to potentially make this into its own little mini video series about, you know, cool things that the Stormbound community has made. You know, in reference to like some custom cards and things like that. So I will put my Discord information in the description below. You can just message me through that, and I will make sure that you guys will be able to talk to me about that and potentially share some stuff. I'd prefer things are in Google Docs if you'd be able to, but we can always talk about that down there. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me any thoughts, comments, suggestions, feedback, anything you got down in the comments. I love hearing it, and I definitely know that I need to improve in many ways. So I appreciate everything that you guys can say. So with that said, have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.